You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, guys, it has been 5 days now since the USWNT flamed out at the World Cup. Many people did predict that the USWNT would lose to Sweden, and guess what they did? They lost to Sweden, guys. Now, the USWNT, they were heavy favorites to actually win this World Cup. But instead, they flamed out, the earliest they've ever lost in a World Cup. It was embarrassing, and this team has caught a bunch of heat for their national anthem antics out there. I mean, just looking so uninspired, guys, to actually hear the anthem. I really wish that Megan Rapinoe was actually starting so we can actually see her out there. Would she have actually knelt while all of the other players were standing? Would she have been very, very anti-American? I believe that she would have. She would have been kneeling down. She wouldn't have cared. Maybe she just wouldn't have showed up on the field. But however, this team is out, and we're still rejoicing, guys. But Alex Morgan, when they lost, the cameras were actually on her, and she was in tears. I mean, she was just stunned, I guess. But the way they perform in this World Cup, there's no doubt about it, guys. They didn't deserve to win. Not at all. 4 goals in 4 games. 3 of those actually came in the first game. They struggled a lot. And I believe, guys, that their priorities weren't in the right place. They were focused on other things like being anti-American than being proud to be an American. You know the song, Proud to be an American? Yeah. They're not proud to be an American. I believe, guys, this team wasn't unified because we found out last year, Hope Solo said that Megan Rapinoe would actually bully players if they didn't want to kneel, didn't want to protest the anthem. So I believe that this team is still fractured, still divided. They didn't deserve to win. And of course, they didn't win. Now, here we go, guys. Let's go ahead and get into this right here. It says Alex Morgan breaks silence on embarrassing World Cup exit. Turn into a scar. Now, she actually broke her silence yesterday. So I guess it took her like 4 whole days to process this loss because it was historic. It was absolutely embarrassing, and they deserve to actually get embarrassed. So here we go. Let's read this here on Outkick, guys. It says Alex Morgan wants to move past the USWNT's humiliating World Cup exit. The women's national team lost in the round of 16 to Sweden after Megan Rapinoe blew a penalty kick to close things out. You know what, guys? When it actually comes to that penalty kick, some people believe that Megan Rapinoe missed that shot on purpose. I don't think so. And people were saying that because she hates America so much, she actually didn't want America to win. I don't think so. I think she just missed it. That's just my opinion. The USWNT entered the tournament as heavy favorites. They went home in as embarrassing fashion as one could have ever imagined, short of not making it past the group stage at all. While the tournament was horrific, Alex Morgan would like to move on. So this is what Alex Morgan actually posted over on Instagram right here. So this is what she says. It hurts, and it will be a while, but this wound will eventually turn into a scar. Another reminder that we compete because we want to be the best, measure ourselves against the top in the world. This time we came up short. We know that, and I own that. I'm so proud of the effort, the fight, and belief of this group. I believe their effort was piss poor if you ask me, but that's just me. She goes on, I stand by each and every one of these players and reaffirm that we poured everything into this World Cup. This game shows you the highest of highs and lowest of lows. It can be brutal, but this wound will not only heal, but will serve as a defining moment in the history of the USWNT, one we will grow and be stronger for. There is no greater honor than representing my country. I value and embrace the responsibility that comes along with wearing this crest. I have never taken this opportunity for granted and never will. To echo a sentiment from one of the greatest players of all time, Marta Silva, cry in the beginning so you can smile in the end. To carry scars is not a sign of weakness, but a reminder that you fell and found a way to get back up. There is a lot of work to do, and I don't expect it to be easy, but nothing worth fighting for ever is. So that is the words there of Alex Morgan right there. Now, she touched on this. She said that there's no greater honor than representing my country. You know what? You probably should have actually told that to your team, because apparently they didn't feel like representing the country. In the World Cup, you're supposed to be representing, your country. And this team just wasn't proud. Now, I said it before, guys, as this team has gotten more and more woke, they seem to lose more. They lost their focus. They lost their edge. They didn't have the eye of the tiger. They didn't. The more that they actually hated America, the weaker this team got. Maybe, just maybe now they can actually recover. Now that Megan Rapinoe won't be on this team ever again, one can actually say that she shouldn't have been on this team to begin with, because she really wasn't good enough. I mean, she's pretty pathetic. She was actually a shadow of her former self. She's old. 38 years old, man. But Megan Rapinoe is the reason why this team was in the state that it is. She's a bully. She's a fraud. She is a social justice warrior. Still, right now in 2023, her avatar on X is still Black Lives Matter, a Marxist communist organization that pretty much, guys, stole a whole bunch of money from people and spent it on themselves. Yeah. This is pathetic, man. Pathetic. But Alex Morgan, there was some speculation that she may actually retire after the World Cup. She said, nope, I'm coming back. She's really not that old. I believe Alex Morgan is only like 29, 30. So she probably has another World Cup in her. But I hope, guys, that a leader will actually approach this team and say, no, let's get rid of all of the politics here. Let's stop it. Let's be Americans again first, because that is the first couple of initials in the USWNT. US stands for United States. You know, America. And this team has completely lost its focus, man. Completely. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we will catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.